Yeah, check 1 2, check 1 2. Is this mic on? Is this mic on? Hey, listen, man. It's the one and only trendsetter DJ Sense, and you're listening to CockTales. Dirty discussions with Kiki and Medina Monroe. Yeah.
Today's cocktail is called Put Those Berries in My Mouth. The ingredients you need: 1.5 ounces of tequila, an ounce of blackberry simple syrup, 1 ounce of coconut rum, a 1/2 ounce of fresh lime juice, a 1/2 ounce of sour mix, and some Cointreau float. So here's how you're going to make that simple syrup. It's kind of lengthy, but bear with me. You're going to add a cup of water, 1/2 cup of sugar, and 10 to 20 blackberries to a pot. Bring that to a boil. Stir around the blackberries until they start to bubble, then remove from the heat. Let it cool and strain into a juice container and refrigerate for up to 7 days. Ooh, this is a long one. Okay. How you're going to make the cocktail. You're going to add a scoop of ice to the shaker. Add all the ingredients, except for the Cointreau, and shake for about 10 to 15 seconds. Add the ice into the rocks glass, strain the cocktail from the shaker, and add the Cointreau on top. Garnish with 2 blackberries and add a mint sprig.
This is actually very cute. Did you come up with this yourself?
I wish I did, but our friend Shaq from Country Crafts, he actually came into the studio and made us cocktails today. It was like we have our own bartender.
I am feeling very rich and very famous and very fabulous. They let us drink this expensive glass bottle of water that I'm not about to drop.
And bitch, we got blackberries. I want to make sure.
We have garnish.
Yeah, we got mint sprigs. I like
the
it.
ice cubes are big old squares. It's not the basic ones.
Yeah, I love it. Make sure you guys follow Country Crafts at country_crafts19 on Instagram. It's country with a K and crafts with a K, like my favorite Kraft macaroni and cheese. And go ahead and follow that. We'll put his info in the description. Let me take a sip and taste it real quick.
It is really good. So I know that we said we don't want you to refill our drinks, but we might have to take a break.
Right? Y'all might see a man's hand just dip in real quick.
Yes, this is a really good. I'm gonna guzzle this down. Welcome back to Cocktail Strategy Discussions, you guys.
Y'all.
Before we get into everything that's been going on, because it's been like 2 or 3 weeks since we've been in the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to remind you guys about the live show. So Thursday, May 12th at City Winery right here in Atlanta, Georgia. You guys need to get your tickets to come see us live.
Please. We haven't been on a stage in 2 years. We have a lot of pent-up sexual aggression that we'd like to release on the stage. Am I right, Kiki?
I don't know about that, but I do have some jokes to crack because I have done some things. We have like a lot of material from quarantine, some stuff that has made it on the show.
And some stuff that just stuck between her and I, and maybe some stuff I ain't even tell you.
Same. And if we repeat some jokes that y'all already heard, don't say nothing because we got new listeners, new visitors, and all of that.
And if you've already been to a live show, just come again. I am like pushing everyone to make this a date night. Bring your bae. If you have a guy who you've been wanting to try something with and you wrote in about him, bring him. Bring her.
And then if you are a single person, man or woman, still come. Just make it like a guy's night or a girl's night. There are going to be, I'm not pimping my listeners out, but there's going to be a lot of horny women here.
Mm-hmm. So a lot of unicorns.
Yeah. If you want to come to the show, but you're like, I don't have anybody to go to, is this going to be weird?
Bitch, come
Plenty
by
of
yourself.
guys come.
Yeah.
We had a lot of our guy friends come last time.
Yeah. And
I'm a little nervous about who's coming to the show.
I think like a couple niggas I fucked want to come, and I'm just like, please just don't sit in the very front. I just don't want to see you.
Don't. But those seats are almost sold out. Probably by the time y'all hear this, those will be sold out because there's only 6 left as of today.
And here's what we want y'all to know, speaking of sold out. Don't wait until the last minute to get your tickets because this shit is going to sell out. Our last show sold out within 2 weeks or so. Don't wait until the last minute and then be asking us if we're doing another Atlanta show.
Because we're not. Mm-mm. We're not doing all that. We're going to be tired.
Yeah.
Okay?
If you call us your besties, then go get your ticket.
Please. Thank you.
Also, if you're interested in sponsoring the live show, we have opportunities for that. All types of different sponsorship levels. Mm-hmm. Whether you want to provide products, whatever, this is a good time to get your brand in our listeners' hands.
It really is, especially because not only will you be sponsoring the live show, but our packages include offerings for the regular show too. So you're really getting a 2-for-1 deal. Mm-hmm. So if you email us at cocktails@atl@gmail.com, we can send you those sponsorship packages and opportunities. And, you know, they're not unlimited. So we can only take so many of each one because we don't want to saturate everybody with all of this information and then not really be able to promote your brand.
Right. Last thing about the live show, I wanted to tell everybody, if you know you're coming to the live show, I'm talking about you already have your ticket in hand and you have a cocktail that you want to share, or you have an advice letter that you would have emailed to us, send it to us and put in the subject line that you're coming to the live show or something that we know you're going to the live show.
Just put live show dash and then put question or cocktail or whatever.
Because we would love to possibly bring you on stage, or we'll, come onto the floor and talk to you about whatever your advice letter is or what your cocktail is about. And if that nigga with you, we gon' get it settled right then and there.
Because we really want to pre-screen as much as we can to make sure we get some really good ones to give you guys a great show.
Bitch.
What?
I ran into 6-page Google Doc, nigga, at True Foods. And that nigga said,
oh, no.
I was about to tell you the story, but I can't even tell you the story because it's on Patreon. It's a bonus episode. Yeah. So make sure you guys head on over to patreon.com/CockTales and check out the story, because I thought it was over. Just when I thought it was over, it was like, it ain't over. It ain't over.
I hope you get a restraining order on his ass. He seems psycho.
Well, one of our patrons gave me a really good idea. She was like, everyone else is telling you to do all these crazy things. She was like, why don't you just contact his company's HR department and let them know he's been harassing you? I said, ooh. She said, when you hear the story, you'll know why she said that.
Well, go ahead and sign up, patreon.com/CockTales. There's bonus content on there. I was asking the listeners for help because help, life help. I was like, listen, sometimes I get it. Sometimes y'all be frustrated with me because I don't really have a lot of sex stories and stuff. And I don't think that they understand when I be like, I really ain't got no niggas in Atlanta. And a lot of it is because I'm in the house. I'm not really going out to even meet somebody. So I was asking them, like, pickup lines, one, since everybody wants to say shoot your shot. But I don't never... Well, I shouldn't say never. It is very rare that I actually see somebody who I want to talk to.
Isn't that crazy that for most women, that's how it is? It's like,
because I want to try it and just see how it goes. I don't have a problem striking up a conversation with somebody. Maybe sealing the deal might be a little bit harder, but it's just been so long since I saw somebody I was attracted to. So that's what they kept telling me. And then some of the places y'all were suggesting were cool. But until I get braids, I'm not going to the cigar lounges again because I don't want that smell in my weed.
I had some clip-ins and I went to a cigar lounge and I left, and for 5 days, I just got my hair done. I wasn't about to wash it. I smelled like a little cigar roll-up.
Yeah, it's. I even tried to put like a fabric softener sheet in my bonnet when I went to bed.
That's smart though, but no.
I mean, it helped a little bit, but
cigar
it was not for the cigar.
Ain't no joke.
So yeah, I was just asking for help and just giving life updates and stuff.
That's cute.
I actually met a guy on Hinge.
Ooh.
In Houston. And then I saw him in real life before we had just started a conversation, but then I went out and I ended up seeing him.
It's meant to be.
It's not, because then he was really cool, really nice. And then he invited me to a party. I didn't go. I saw pictures in somebody's close friends. Why is he friends with somebody I used to fuck? And they were in there like taking pictures like their brothers, and they kind of look alike.
Is that bad?
It's bad for me. I don't want to do it.
Okay.
It's too close for comfort. And I was asking what they thought about that. One of our patrons said that she fucked twin brothers. But anyway, I gave y'all some more life updates and some more things and who those people were, because I did say who it was.
That is
on Patreon. So check it out.
Make sure y'all join Patreon. Go to patreon.com/CockTales. And also, if you are interested in getting outside this summer, June 17th through the 24th, I am going to Morocco with Paradise and Vibe. It is a wellness retreat for everyone. It's co-ed. We're going to be riding camels. I'm going to get a turban. I can't wait to be out there.
You're going to go to the spice market and bring me some stuff back?
Yeah, we're going to this Marrakesh spice market. Like, I'm going to bring Kiki her spices back, but I might come back with a whole Moroccan prince. If you guys are interested in coming on that trip with me, go to paradiseandvibe.com and sign up now. I hope they're not sold out. I haven't checked. So
if not, then next time when you start talking about Paradise and Vibe, you should just go ahead and head to their website and sign up.
Absolutely.
Immediately.
I also, since it has been so long since we've been in the studio recording, I wanted to give a quick shout out to some of the sponsors that sponsored my Dates with Dean event. The very first one, it was a wine tasting on Valentine's Day. And I was really nervous about it. I wasn't sure if people would come out and support just solely me. And it felt so good to see the turnout that I had. My mom actually came and she helped me set up with everything. We had a musician there. His name is Scotty Lee Paul. He's this white guy that I met at a restaurant one day. He was singing. I was like, this nigga can really sing.
You singing at a mall?
At a did I say a mall?
I thought so.
I thought I said a bar. I don't know. I took some medicine. Anyway, so he came. He made it an amazing ambiance. The decorations were amazing. We got some sponsored gifts for the gift boxes.
Oh, that's cool.
They should
sponsor our show.
I'm going to hit them up. My girl Ashley makes a lip kit, and I keep comparing it to Kylie's lip kit, but I shouldn't even, because just the whole message behind it. My lip gloss is dirty because I'm using this. I was like, I'm taking one. But this is called Moi Lip Kit. Every lady left with one of these. The guys, I was like, don't be trying to take them and give it to somebody as a gift. She didn't come, she don't get one. But her message at the end of it has her story in the box, and she ends it with designed with melanin in mind. So a lot of these colors are for Black and brown women, and the lipsticks just look amazing. I've been bringing them to my makeup appointments. I also want to give a shout out to my mom and my sister because they helped me so much put this together. I love them so much. I couldn't have done it without them. And one of my babes helped me a lot. You know who you are. I also want to shout out J-Lux brand candles. She gave these amazing candles that everyone left with, and they weren't small little samples. They were huge, about the size of that cup. Everybody left with them. They smelled great. I took a couple of those too, and they burning right now. And then Taste. They sponsored vibrators and the Taste vitamin. So everybody left with these luxury gifts. Like the gift bags alone were like $80, bro. So thank you everybody for making it happen. It was amazing. I hope you guys can join the next one. If you can't, you can always donate on patreon.com/dateswithdean, and that date goes towards basically you helping me put these dates together.
Okay. Well, let me tell you guys, because I think when we recorded before, maybe it was before Valentine's Day, I think. Yeah, I think so. So I had a Galentine's Day thing with some girlfriends. Now, the girls listened to the show. It was fun. We had a full night of laughter. But let me tell you something.
You were going to say sex. You know, Kiki be fucking her friends now.
No, I do not. You be fucking your friends. You get drunk and have a threesome in the middle of a worldwide pandemic, and all of a sudden you fuck your friends. That's not true. Anyway, so we had a Galentine's Day evening. And so when they told me we were doing Galentine's, I thought we were getting dressed up, because if it was Valentine's, we gonna get dressed up for the dudes we're going out with, right? I get there and everybody's just like chilling. And I was very
wrapped.
Yeah, I was very upset because I'm all dressed and they were like, you this fine in the middle of the week? I'm like, yes, bitches, what are y'all doing?
You gotta stay ready so you don't gotta get ready.
I just felt disrespected. I told them that. I said, now, if it was a man, y'all would have did it. They was like, you know what, you right. And then they just continued to eat chips and we were just talking shit. But I was very upset. Y'all don't do that at the live show. And not just my friends, I mean everybody. Like, get dressed. It's gonna be a good time. You want to get cute.
You want to get cute. You want to get your makeup done if you can, your hair done if you can. You want to put on that freakum dress. You know how Beyonce is like, every now and again you got to go in the back of that closet and put out that freakum dress.
You don't know what to wear, get dressed.
Get dressed. Wear some heels and look good.
Or, whatever you like to wear, but just put it together. Because we'll also be having pictures taken and stuff, and only people that's getting edited is us.
Yeah, so come correct. Don't be like, why y'all posted of me?
My hair is sticking up. Sorry, sis, it's not about you. It's about us now.
Right. We went to intimate yoga. That was put on by Paradise and Vibe. Yoga Bay put on a intimate yoga. We learned a bunch of different intimate stretches that they were stretches, but you could also use them as a sex move. Kiki was my partner, and I was like, bitch, I'm a little horny. It felt good. Right?
I really wanted to do it on somebody, but that didn't quite work out because they had gotten in a car accident.
And these niggas don't be limber. I'm like, bro, you need some orange juice.
Well, he does yoga already. He was just hurt. Yeah. But it was very sexual. And I was like, we are very close right now. Yeah. But it felt good. If you really can ever try that, try it. I would do that on a date. And I'm not a physical activity on a date unless it's fucking type of girl anyway.
It was nice.
I need drinks and I need a snack. And a little chicken wing, a chip, candy, a little high chew, something to get me through. I be feeling tired and just falling asleep and
I feel you. My niece Zadie, also, since we haven't recorded, she turned 1. Happy birthday to her little butt. She's so cute. I really got nieces. She better not be. And her birthday is well past, but I just wanted to make sure. You got to give all the nieces and nephews the right type of airtime. You don't want nobody listening to be like, why are you calling out such and such a baby but not my baby? I love all them babies, y'all, just so you know. I love all them goddamn babies.
I be forgetting about some of the babies.
Yeah.
I got a big ass family. Yeah.
But I love them babies. When they around, I love them. I make them feel special. I tried to pay for a date, but I'll tell you about that after weird sex.
Okay. Before we go to weird sex, also I'm going out of town this weekend. It's my sister's birthday, but and then I'm gonna go. My niece has a gymnastics competition.
That is so cute.
It is, and she just be flipping all over the place and stuff. It is so cute, and I can't wait to go. But we're gonna have a tea party for her birthday, and I'm so excited. Me and my mom were talking about it this morning, and we were trying to get like cute stuff. Like we want the little gloves and the fascinators and like cute tea party dresses. There is a place that I want to go. I reserved it, but I don't know if maybe I should have a backup plan. If y'all know of a good place in the Dallas-Fort Worth area for high tea, please let me know. And also, if you know where we can get some cute attire for children's aged 4 to 50-something, just send it on over my way because I'm trying to get everybody looking cute. This is going to be a good time.
That's going to be adorable.
I can't wait. Okay, so on that note, we'll move on to weird sex.
You said a man is not a necessity, a man is a luxury.
Like dessert. Yeah. A man is absolutely not a necessity.
Did you mean that to sound mean and bitter?
Oh, not at all. I adore dessert. I love men. I think men are the coolest. But you don't really need them to live.
Okay, so this week's weird sex, you guys. So many people sent this story to me. I almost wasn't going to cover it because I was like, who hasn't heard about it?
Right.
But just in case you might have been doing one of those social media detoxes or something, or you just don't pay attention to pages like that, there was this nasty ass couple. I hate to say where it was. This is not Florida.
Oh, man.
Louisiana.
Oh, that's your hood.
Yes. So this woman who used to be a teacher admitted to giving her students cupcakes laced with her nasty ass husband's semen.
I'll kill you.
She, so when I first saw the story, you know, she had been arrested and everything. She filed for divorce from her husband. She said that he manipulated her into doing this, blah, 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 blah. She got sentenced to 41 years in prison. Her name, by the way, is Cynthia Perkins. She is 36. So she pled guilty to second-degree rape because the cupcakes weren't the only thing. Second-degree rape, production of child pornography, and conspiracy of mingling harmful substances. She has no possibility of parole for 40 years.
Good.
She had faced 72 charges of various sex crimes. 68 of them were dropped in her plea deal. As part of the deal, she agreed to testify against her husband, Dennis Perkins. I'm going to put their pictures on the screen. A former sheriff's deputy who is facing 150 criminal charges, many of which are also sex crimes. But in case I was talking too fast, did y'all hear that he was a former sheriff's deputy? Like,
why would y'all even do? Why would you even want to do that? And how did they get caught? I wonder.
I don't know, but they had been abusing children together. It was something that they did together. So I told you earlier, the woman filed for divorce from her husband following their arrest and alleged that he had manipulated her. They were busted. Oh, here's how. After authorities received a tip at the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Investigators later found the nude photos of them with the minor. These people are
disgusting.
sick.
And you deserve to die. Like your whole family lineage, actually. Like you all just deserve to die.
I just don't understand how you can look
that
at a
shit.
child and do that and live with that decision like an innocent child. It's disgusting. I am glad that they have been found out, that this isn't going on any longer. I'm so sorry to the victims, and I hope that they'll be able to get, you know, the therapy and everything that they need to like try and have somewhat of a normal
them little
life.
babies not ever gonna be able to have a cupcake again. Can you imagine you bring out a
Not
cupcake
even
on the
just
birthday?
those kids, but I mean the other kids that they have been abusing at their homes, the ones they were taking pictures of, making videos of, all kind of stuff. Like, yeah, you can't have a cupcake again. Now that part might not be so bad, full of sugar, but you know, still. Anyway, thank you guys for sending me that story in. I really appreciate you guys chipping in to send these crimes and weird stories my way. Appreciate you.
It's so funny because my mom has been visiting me for a week. She's now gone, but she was like, Medina, why don't you go to the grocery store?
Why don't you?
Because I got green chef, bitch.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, Mom, she was like, why you got all these brown bags in here? Where are the groceries? I said, well, Mom, let you know, you need to become more progressive in life. We now have delivery services. You can get fresh produce. You can get actual full meals delivered to you. You can't make fun of me because I still can cook them. Comes with a little guideline on what you make. I made some kidney bean patties, and I know some of y'all like kidney bean patties, bitch. They was good as hell.
Yeah, because you're on like the vegetarian plan, right?
Yeah, I mix it up, but like right now I'm doing the vegetarian. Because I wanted to like with Green Chef, they have a variety of options. They have 35 different meals, I think.
Yeah.
You can pick between vegetarian, vegan, different meats, family size. It's so convenient, especially if you've become accustomed, like I, since quarantine and these COVID days of not going to the grocery store. I don't like going.
I understand. And what I like to do is, because you can decide how many meals you want, I like to mix it up. So sometimes I don't mind going grocery shopping, but I don't want to do it all of the time. And sometimes I need to like try new things. And that's another thing. So if you know you're constantly stocking up and you just want to mix things up, Green Chef is a great way to do it. They're going to have flavors inspired from all over the world. Like Medina mentioned earlier, there's all these different options. So I select the carb conscious plan. So I'm going to have a lot of leafy greens in my stuff. I made this salad one time. I don't even like salad like that, but I'm trying to, especially a kale salad.
You don't like salad?
I mean, I like it, but not like to eat as my whole meal and call it a day.
Oh,
Where's
I can
the
make
beef?
a mean salad.
Well, this one was a mean salad. So it was a kale salad, and I made it came with the dressing already made, so I didn't have to do that part. But the chicken that I had to cook, it had like a chili lime spice rub on it, and then there were shiitake mushrooms
I love
that
shiitake
came dry, so you
mushrooms.
have to rehydrate them and cook them in some liquid aminos. And then there were like almonds on there that I had to toast, and some other things in there. I can't remember what else. But it also had a cheese and another sauce that got drizzled on top of the chicken.
That drizzle.
And I was nervous that it wasn't going to be enough dressing. I don't like my salads drowned in dressing.
You like
but
medium?
Yeah, or medium light. But I was like, is this enough? Because you had to massage it in the leaves. That was the best salad I have ever had in my entire life. It was so good. The texture was there, and the flavors were just amazing. I highly recommend Green Chef.
So do I, y'all. Green Chef is the #1 meal kit for eating well. They serve organic ingredients, and also the meals that they give are restaurant quality meals. So you guys, we are giving you $130 off plus free shipping when you use code CockTales130 at greenchef.com. So you guys test it out. Tell us how you like it. And if you do make the meals, post it on Instagram and tag us so we can see it.
Yeah. And again, that's greenchef.com/cocktails130. Use code CockTales130 to get $130 off your order and free shipping.
Now, this is not an ad, but I wanted to bring this in here because I remember you said...
Why do you have children, Zyrtec?
Because I thought maybe my pussy wouldn't dry up. Remember you...
It's the Zyrtec D.
Well, this does the same thing.
What
I think
happened?
it's just Zyrtec.
Did you overdose?
Well, I kept getting hives, bitch. I'm gonna show you a picture of the way my hives have been acting up. Crazy. So my mom was like, I've been taking Benadryl, but when I looked up the side effects of Benadryl, if you're taking it every day, it's really bad. Memory loss. Remember I had brought up something to you and you were like, bitch, we just talked about this. And I was like,
and it was like 2 messages above.
and I had no recollection of it. And I was like, oh my God, I can't do the Benadryl anymore, but I need relief. So my mom was like, get the Zyrtec children and put it under your... First of all, this shit tastes like throw up. I put it under my tongue and I was like, oh my gosh, this is disgusting. I can't believe we're doing this to the kids. But my pussy was dry. And so I just think it's Zyrtec in general because I was like, oh my, why I want to get wet? It's broken. And now I feel like I can't have sex for 5 days.
What? Why 5?
I don't
Get out of
know.
your seat.
I
How'd
mean,
you come
how
up
long
with that
does it,
number?
when does it get wet again? Because it's still dry.
I don't remember because when mine had dried up that time, I left after 2 days. So, and I wasn't fucking no more. And I was just sad and depressed until I figured out what dried my pussy up. Now, in my experience, it wasn't that. Now, maybe try Claritin, the Ready tabs. They don't really have a flavor, and they're tiny, and they're dissolvable ones. Maybe try that. I mean, I'm sorry, Zyrtec. If y'all know something better, if we're not taking it right and you still want to sponsor the show.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that we can still do it.
Just educate us on what's going on. But, yeah, you got to be careful with those pills. But also... You have been taking Benadryl every day. When you take that stuff, any of them for a long time, it's going to take about a week to get out of your system because that's how long it'll take you to go get an allergy test, which is why I haven't been able to take one in so long.
Yeah, because I was trying to get one. They were like, you can't have any antihistamines in your bloodstream.
So what I'm supposed to do, die, and then you tell me what I'm allergic
what
to?
What am I supposed to do?
Because it is bad.
If we have any doctors or allergists that, are our listeners or fans that live in the area, I would love to talk to you about the hives I've been getting because can't nobody diagnose shit. But, bitch, you know what?
What?
I can really suck dick.
Okay. humble brag.
I mean, it's actually a flex. Like, I designed a new.
I can just okay. Need my drink.
I designed a new technique, if you will, of sucking dick, and y'all, I'm putting y'all on game. I was giving head. I won't say when, so there's no time frame here.
When she wasn't answering the phone.
And oh my God, this is around Valentine's Day. I had a little babe pop up and surprise me.
I ain't gonna give no date, so it's no timeline.
So it's the tequila. So I was sucking his dick and I just wanted to try something new. I really wanted to show him how much I appreciated him, and just men love when women are sex driven. That is a way, like that. Even though niggas be trying to say sex ain't a gift, y'all be lying. They get so excited when the woman initiates the sex and when they know we're thinking about sex, and when you say things like, I can't wait to suck your dick. I mean, they get off on that as if you just bought them a pair of red bottoms. It feels good. It's so y'all are so simple. But so I went down, I was giving him head, and I was like, let me do something new that he probably has never tried before. So I put his dick in my mouth and I sucked like that, but kept going up and down. And it was like a vacuum suction lip situation going on. Bitch, he almost started crying. And it was like everything was in my mouth. And I'm not really a deep throat type of bitch. Everything.
Since when? This girl just be saying stuff. It's that memory loss.
It's that Benadryl.
Benadryl can't sponsor. I'm sorry, because the memory loss. Okay, but you're not really a deep throat type of bitch.
I can't
lately.
keep it in that long. I really can't. It's like I'll be gagging. And some throw up might happen, but that didn't happen. I was really giving thanks. And so I was doing like this vacuum suction, like up and down on his penis. Girl, he did not know what to do. He was squirming. He was trying to move my head because it felt so good. You know when it feels so good, you want the person to stop, but you don't really want him to stop?
It's like, how do I like push through and enjoy it? Do you think that maybe your practicing of your breathing, like Ayana said, helped you to not gag?
And I was really making sure that I noticed my breathing and like don't get all heavily breathy and breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Maybe that is what helped. Now that I think about it, Ayana was just subconsciously, she was in my head like, and breathe in, out, and don't. You know how she talks.
Yeah, she sounds like a sex operator, and I wish my voice sounded like that. It's just so soothing. Like my neck was hurting and it just stopped.
Yeah, but I just want y'all to try the vacuum suction motor mouth. That's what I'm calling it.
Okay.
It might get you a gift.
All right, Superhead. I could have sworn that's the same thing she told us to do.
I thought she told us to do this.
Oh, well, that one too.
That one, I don't like that one. I be feeling like I have arthritis. It's just too much.
Well,
and
you
I got
do have carpal tunnel.
Yeah, it's like, that's a lot.
I don't mind that one. I also like this one where you put the fingers inside, like the church.
I've never done that.
And then you can have all your fingers in there to kind of touch it.
I'm gonna try that.
What other dick sucking techniques do I like that I'm trying to think of? I mean, some days I prefer when I don't have to, but sometimes I like to do it. And it's like they can't do anything, and then you're in control. And every now and then, I want to be in control.
And they really like it. Like men really like head. I don't know how I would feel if I met a guy who was like, "Oh no, I don't like my dick sucked." I'd be like, "Nigga, what?"
I would be like, "Okay, cool," but you still gonna eat this pussy.
I would be concerned. It's like, have you ever met a man who's like, "I don't like sports," and I'd be like, "I can't do this." I met one nigga in my life, and he was like, "I don't like sports." He wasn't gay,
so it wasn't somebody I was trying to date.
I had fucked him already. We were laying in bed, and I was like,
he didn't like sports at all. Like
not one
soccer?
sport, not a soccer, not a golf, not a. I was like, what happened?
Not
like,
the American Kennel Club.
No,
nothing.
Not nothing.
That's weird.
It was weird. I was like, this is getting. I
like
mommy
weird. Into like some sports.
I want you to be real testosteronial. Is that a word?
You know it's not. Testosteronial. It sounds like terrestrial, like extraterrestrial.
It does. You know what season we're approaching on, and I'm a little nervous. Or hot girl season is rapidly approaching, and hot boy season is rapidly approaching. And I'm just like, it's so funny because during cuffing season, you see everyone getting in relationships. Some of us might feel sad about that. Some of us might not care, but we be feeling sad. But during hot girl season and hot boy season, we're about to see a lot of breakups occur. A lot of people are about to start getting broken up with. The summertime's happening. We're about to have booties clapping in sundresses.
That's crazy because I don't really know that many people in relationships to be breaking up. So it's just like hot girl season. And hot boy season never really ended. We just took a little, we was in training camp to get ready to come back strong.
Y'all was in basic training.
Full force, yes.
Y'all ready? It's
working
our
out,
season.
Eating, right? Still drinking, but drinking more water too.
Yes.
Okay, so what were you going to say about hot girl season?
Are you excited about it, or are you, well, I guess you said
I'm indifferent. I mean, it's always hot girl season for me.
Really? Is it really, though?
I mean, it
don't
can
act
be.
like you
I'm
don't...
saying, like, I'm not in a relationship. So it's like, I'm open. So I mean, yeah, and I'm not specifically excited about that, but I am excited that it's just getting warmer. I hate the cold. I absolutely hate the cold. And I do feel like more people are outside.
Yeah.
There's more events that go on, like our live show.
May 12th, City Winery. And also, what I love about hot girl season is, bitch, I might not participate during the whole season, but on a pool day, I love the pool in my building. It gets real ratchet, but like, I was gonna say classy ratchet, but it's not really classy ratchet, but it's just like a diverse ratchet. So it's not, it's.
What do you mean?
I mean, we have the blacks, we have the whites, we have the Latino poppies and papitas. We have Asians.
But what makes it ratchet?
Because there's money being thrown in the pool. People have money guns.
What?
People are popping bottles. It gets wild at our pool. Sometimes I can't.
Do y'all think y'all are in Vegas?
I don't know what these niggas think, but you don't even have to go to my pool with anything. Everything you need is going to be provided up there. If you want. Let me stop. All the things that you need at the pool are just, you don't understand how many times Hannah and I have been like, let's just go to the pool and chill for like an hour. Bitch, we up there till 12 a.m. Take your ass home. And then you live there, so it really, I love pool season. I absolutely love
That's why
pool
you're so
season.
excited talking about hot girl season. You ready for that pool?
I'm ready for that pool, and that's really it, because I really don't be outside like that. But
and I
like,
really do a lot of the summer stuff like that.
really?
I be like, it's too many people and y'all are cutting up. Stop breathing on my drink. I just want my drink and my chicken.
I remember when quarantine first started, and when I was still friends with Cola, we were missing pool season so badly that we went to a park and put on our bathing suits
I
and
remember when y'all
greased
did that
up
shit. Now
and
that's
laid
what I
out.
thought was a little ratchet. Because I was like, why are
We
they in the
laid
middle
out
of a
lot.
playground?
And there were daddies out there like, what? What are they doing? But it's like, we're not breaking the law. We weren't naked. We just had thong bikinis on. We were just laying out smoking hookah.
Yes, in the middle of the park. And I was like, what?
Yeah, we took pictures too. That was actually really.
What were y'all doing? That's funny. I just remember seeing that. Like, what the hell is going on?
What is y'all doing?
Everybody's going crazy though. So that was those were dark times.
Those were dark times. At first they were
2020.
fun times, and then it got real dark.
Real quick.
Real
too.
quick. Everybody was like, why are we getting drunk at 9 a.m.?
Getting drunk, you don't have nowhere to go. The amount of liquor that was consumed at my house was ridiculous.
Bro, your house was the club.
It really was.
couple
We
of times.
actually had a club night one time for Drea's birthday.
I was
we
there.
Had we had the lingerie party.
That was fun.
And we had a money gun. And we were bottle girls. It was a lot. It was a lot going on.
That was so much fun. Oh, wow.
The
Good
memories I
times.
made at that place. Bringing up a valid issue with someone you're dating, how to do it and not start an argument.
You know,
Do you feel like it usually starts an argument?
I feel like it normally starts an argument when anyone is telling their significant other something that person did that they don't like. Naturally, people get defensive, and it takes a very different type of person to really just want to hear what you have to say, because normally you're like, you bring it up and the person's like, they're ready to be like, but you.
So how big are the issues that we're talking?
Not even big. So this is literally what happened. So
Okay.
had one of the bays, Lieutenant Bay, pop up on me on Valentine's Day, right? And I was happy that he did that, but I felt some type of way that he didn't we didn't speak most of that day. And I knew he was coming to it. It wasn't like it was a surprise, and that's why I didn't hear from him. But like I didn't hear from him at all. Like it wasn't like, hey,
That's weird.
have a great event, or like, like he maybe sent a text message, but nothing surrounding around like what I was putting on and how much he knew I was stressed out about it and how much I had put into it. And so I felt some way. I wasn't mad. Don't get it twisted. I wasn't mad. When I talked to him and he said he just had a lot going on. He was traveling, whoop, 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 and had a lot going on in Atlanta when he had got here, that he didn't think that it mattered. But when we were laying in the bed, I said, hey, can I just tell you something? Niggas get mad when you say that. We were in cuddle position. Dick was still maybe like laying on my butt crack. When you be spooning and their dick be like laying in the middle of your booty. He was laying in my booty, and I was like, can I just say something? He was like, I felt him go. And I hate that, because I'm already like, bro, now I don't even want to say. I was like, now I don't even want to say no. He's like, no, just say it. But you're already annoyed. And I don't even know why yet. You don't even know what I'm about to say, and you're already annoyed. So now I'm getting annoyed because you're annoyed because I ain't even said nothing yet. He was like, well, you just say what you're trying to say. I was like, okay. I really didn't appreciate that you didn't like wish me luck today, or you didn't, say anything about dates with Dean. You popped up, and that's great, and I'm glad you're here. I'm glad. But like, I didn't like that you did that. He was like, he didn't say this, but I knew he wanted to say, bitch, I helped pay for almost all of it. He didn't say that, but I knew he was like, but I supported you in other ways. And I say, and I appreciate that. But I am trying to communicate with you what I did have a problem with. And I don't think this needs to be an argument. I'm not trying to argue with you. I just want you to know that financial support is amazing, but also I want to know your heart is in it. You know what I mean? I also want to know that like you care enough to just be like, hey, have a great event. It just bothered me. And he tried to say he wasn't upset, but that deep inhale, exhale showed me that you were like, why the fuck you even have to bring this up? But it's interesting because everyone's always like, communicate. But don't nobody really want to communicate. Because when you say the slightest thing, you're like, why the fuck are you mad at that? Well, because that's how I feel. And so I'm like, how do you bring something up without annoying someone that you're obviously interested in?
Well, I can be a nigga in this situation. And that's what I was thinking the whole time, because I was literally having a conversation with somebody the other day and he said something and I was like, oh God, what the fuck? Here we go.
What now?
What I do now? What is it? Like, what could you be upset or what's going on? I'm tired of this shit. Like, you annoying me. You stressing me out. And I'm trying to listen to my Afro beats and make my suya.
That suya was good.
It was. I want to make some more.
Make that spicy one.
Yes, that spicy one.
My sister gonna call me and be like, was that good? That looked really good. I said, Mecca, it was so good. She said, girl, I screenshotted it. I was like, she's pregnant.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah, I'm about to send her the recipe. But I would say what would have, in my example, what would have made me less annoyed is if maybe you don't have that little introductory statement, because that's what puts people.
Can I say something? Can I sing to you?
Because just say it anyway. Like, I'm really glad that you're here. Like, just skip that first sentence. I'm really glad
that vacuum suction motor cup suck dick.
That was a separate thing. Okay. That's in a different box, in a little, like a bento box. So that's over here, and he appreciated that too, but he doesn't appreciate all of these words. And sometimes you don't want to, you can be too wordy. Okay. So I think that, and then also your tone, and then it's also like, quite honestly, if I just had sex, I'm not trying to have deep conversations about anything negative. I just want to enjoy it, and I want to cuddle.
But see, I was like,
when you gonna say it?
When am I gonna say it? And I didn't want to wait too long. And then it's like, what? So you just been thinking about this?
It is tricky to find a time. I don't really think that there's a perfect time. That's just something that I think would have been better. Like, anytime somebody waited until after we had sex to then have all these feelings, it's like, ugh, I wish I didn't fuck this nigga. Like, you're so annoying. Oh my God, I can't believe I just fucked you. And maybe I sucked your dick. Or maybe I kissed you. Yuck. Gross.
And God forbid I ate your booty hole.
God forbid.
I hate eating a nigga booty hole that don't deserve a booty hole munch. Like, bro.
That's why I don't do that shit. You gotta deserve, okay? So if I ever did it for you, at that point, maybe not forever, but at that point, I thought you deserved it. Or maybe I was just pushing your buttons. Who knows? Anyway, I think that, being too wordy when you want to bring up an issue is automatically going to put somebody on the defense. Can I talk to you about something? I have something to tell you.
I don't like that I have something to tell you. Bitch, just say it.
Yeah, just say it. So I feel the same way. And I feel like, okay, on the receiving end, you don't like that because it's too much. It's like, just get to the point. But then when you're giving it, it's because you want to come off nice and understanding, and you're trying to soften what you're saying so that they understand.
I have something to tell you to me isn't soft, but the can I tell you something? Can I talk to you about something? To me, that's like, I'm really asking you, is right now a good time to talk about this? Like, don't inhale and breathe out loud. If it's not a good time to say, we're fucking, like, I don't want to talk about it right now. And then
you're going to be sitting there pouting.
And then I'm going to have attitude. So
yeah, so so you would rather have the attitude than him have the attitude and get it off your chest?
When I have an attitude, it ruins everything. So that's why it's like, I wanted to talk about it. And again, I was like, this doesn't need to be an argument. I'm trying to communicate. I'm letting you know right now you did something that, like, just kind of didn't really sit with me. And
I don't think you're wrong for speaking up at all, to be clear. And it sucks that he did do that.
I think that's a man thing, though. I think that men just, like, if I would have been laying there with a bitch, with a woman, I don't think it would have been received like that. I think it'd be like, oh yeah, what's up? But with men, I feel like men never want to talk about anything. If you have the slightest issue and they really did do some fucked up shit, they don't want to talk about anything. They're just like, oh, again. And they try to do this thing where they make you feel like you're annoying when really this is normal.
Yeah, I remember the first time I brought up an issue to a guy and he didn't do any of that shit. I was like, oh my God, I love him.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh.
I love him. He was like, you know what? You're right. And I was wrong for this. And I'm sorry. This is my explanation. It's not an excuse, but this is what happened. But I was wrong. It won't happen again. And I was just like,
that's it.
Who sent you?
Yeah.
blink 3 times. Let me look in your eyeball. Are you a human?
Who are you? It's just like, yeah, I wish he would have received that in a different way. But
I mean, what can you do?
yeah, what can you do? But what I did do was I withheld sex for the rest of the time that he was there. And so I was like, when you want to learn how to communicate, then you can bust down these walls.
You know what's interesting? Literally, anytime we've had like somebody like a dating expert type of person, they always be saying, "Don't do that."
I
shit.
know they say don't
How
do it.
How did it work though?
It worked. And then he was like, let's talk. I want to talk about my feelings. I was like, oh, do you?
So how did the conversation go when y'all did have it?
So then
next time.
So then the next day he was like, okay, let's talk about what you were bringing up last night. Because I really was like, okay, well, I don't need to have sex. I was like, I might be about to start my period. Like I don't feel good. And then he was like, let's talk about it. What exactly were you upset about? And I said, okay.
I just told you.
Yeah, I already told you, but he wasn't listening with that deep breath. And I just said, I just want to know that you're not just like throwing money out to like shut me up. With some niggas, that's okay. But when you really be caring about somebody, even if they're like, we're not in a relationship, but we have a certain...
You keep reminding us of that.
I
don't know if I believe it.
We believe it. We have a connection where it's like, we're more than that. I'm not just fucking with that nigga because he be getting
paying for stuff.
Yeah, it's not. If he didn't have it, honestly, I would still fuck with him.
Oh,
and so I want to make
sure. She really like you.
I want to make sure that that's what I'm not the only one that's on that. Like Valentine's Day comes or you know, I'm doing an event. I want to know that like you are like, hey, you got this. Whoop whoop whoop. Have a great day or have a great event. How did it go? Like that's important to me that you care in an emotional way. And so if you don't, then we need to reevaluate some things and I need to up the prices because if it's just going to be about finances, I should be getting more, but that's not what I want this to be. And so that's what I told him. And he was like, I feel you. He said, I really do understand that. I'm sorry. And then he explained his piece. He was like, we were traveling. It was a lot going on. They had to like film something when they got to Atlanta. And I was like, okay. And I appreciate that. And he apologized and we moved on and then he got some pussy.
So if y'all hadn't talked about it, do you think you really would have went the rest of the time without fucking him?
Oh, yeah. Because he was going to be leaving.
I'm a weak-ass bitch. Oh, he was leaving that day?
Yeah, he was leaving like the next day. Oh. So it wasn't like...
It wasn't like he was here for a really long time.
But I would have regretted it. I'd have been like, he gonna fuck a bitch in Houston. I don't condone withholding sex, but every now and again, you got to withhold that thing.
You got to do what you got to do, and you know what's going to work for you and what's going to get the response that you want. Maybe if you withhold, like, feeding me or something, then that would get me to be like, all right, let's talk about the feelings.
Yeah, you're like, okay, what do we...
Right.
It's like
I'm
with
hungry.
kids, when you take the iPad away. I'm going to take the iPad, and they're like, okay, I'm going to brush my teeth. I'm going. Oh, addicted kids. These kids is addicted. And so are we.
I was about to say, I am too. I have so many electronics just sitting around. Like I asked my sister if she wanted one of my computers. I got 2 MacBooks. I just love computer stuff, and I always want new. I'm like, and what can I get at the new place? I want new shit.
They're all over here.
I'm a little hyper. You know what I did? I don't know why I be doing this, but sometimes I feel like it'll make me be more, tone my testosterone down, make me feel more feminine when we're talking about sex. I be taking my She Orgasms tincture, the rum honey tincture before we record, and it just makes me feel good. Okay. Oh. And it kind of I'm not jittery per se, but I am feeling good. Like I want to touch something or somebody. And I'm just trying to keep my hands moving so they don't do anything bad.
I love that. I wanted to say that as we do step into this hot girl, hot boy season, once again, if you are planning a breakup, I think if you plan on breaking someone's heart, you should get them a gift. And what better gift could you get them other than a portrait?
I mean, I love pictures of me.
I do.
So if it's a painting of me, hell yeah, I like that shit.
Like if someone...
I got other people that for Christmas, portraits of me.
Okay.
That family
is a great...
My daddy.
Where do they hang it up at?
In the living room. My daddy needed a portrait of me. Those pictures
I'm gonna
are
try
old.
that. I'm gonna start getting people portraits of just me and my dog. I'm like, here you go. This is for you. By Paint Your Life. You guys, it's always gift giving season, honestly. If you want to trick off on somebody in a different type of way, get them a portrait of themselves, of yourself. You can take pictures from other pictures and add it into the portrait. They have amazing artists that are painting these portraits. And it looks just like you. Kiki and I have one, and it looks just like Kiki. Like her skin, her light skin looks just as light in the photo as it does as she sits here.
Actually, I have been getting browner, and I'm sure you can see that.
So we need to update our
We need
our
a
photo.
new one. So we need to get a new portrait from Paint Your Life. Maybe one like our new cover art. I really love that picture. That
So
is
do
like
I.
my favorite picture of us.
I
both
love
look
it.
so fucking good. And you can get it. And then like if we do see the painting, because they'll send us an email and let us know, hey, check this link.
Mm-hmm.
The artist has done the portrait, and then it's like, my eyebrows don't look right.
We gotta fix that.
Can't you make my waist smaller?
Make my
They
booty lift up a little bit.
Yeah, they'll do all of that, and they'll give you all the revisions that you need. And then once you're good to go, they will actually get it painted and framed, and they will ship it out to you. It's really, really easy, and it's really cool. And whether it's a special occasion or just because, if you get somebody a just because gift, they don't remember that
it's
for real.
meaningful. That's I love when I get
Just
meaningful,
because it's Wednesday.
purposeful gifts that can last for a lifetime, essentially. You can receive your portrait in as little as 2 weeks. I love that because it's such a gorgeous piece, and I can't believe you can get it that quickly.
Right. So at paintyourlife.com, there is absolutely no risk. If you don't love the final painting, your money is refunded. We want you to remember that. Guaranteed. And right now, as a limited time offer, get 20% off your painting. That's right, 20% off and free shipping. To get this special offer, text the word TALES, that's TALES, to 64,000. That's TALES to 64,000. Text TALES to 64,000. Paint your life. Celebrate the moments that matter most. Message and data rates may apply. Terms apply. Available at paintyourlife.com/terms. Again, text TALES to 64,000.
I really want somebody to get me one.
Yeah, I do too. I want a really big one, like bigger than the one that we have.
Oh, that'd be nice. Like took up the whole wall and that was
Like a
behind
real-
us.
But
That would be really cute, bitch.
it's like, how big is my apartment though?
The studio would be like, bitch, what
What
y'all
are you doing? Y'all don't own this shit. You rent a few hours,
I'd be like, you
a
know
few
what,
times a month.
Nicholas? Action. No, just like they're gonna be like, y'all can't come no more.
Yeah, find a new home. But yeah, I do want one. And I hope that, you guys get them. If you get one or you've ordered one, send us a picture. Tag us on Instagram or something and show us the portraits. We like to see them and we'll share them.
Absolutely.
So I guess we can go ahead and move on to Indecisive Diane. And when we get back, it will be time to answer some advice.
Would you stop thinking about what everyone wants? Stop thinking about what I want, what he wants, what your parents want. What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want? What do you want?
Hey, ladies, it's me, Indecisive Diane, and boy, do I have a treat for you. It's called the Continent Restaurant and Cigar Lounge. It's the perfect cigar lounge because the cigar lounge is in a separate spot from the restaurant so you don't leave smelling like cigars. I suggest you go here on a date. You have to make reservations. Here's the address. 4300 Buford Highway, Northeast, Suite 201, Atlanta, Georgia. Go there. Bye.
Okay, and we are back from Indecisive Diane, and it is time for the advice. Remember, if you have a question that you would like to ask us on the show, send it to us, askcocktails@gmail.com.
I'm making this bigger because I am
see.
blind and I'm going to put my glasses on and stop trying to be cute. But I love the title of this one. I'm dating a broke man and my heart is breaking. She said, hey, ladies, I love, love, love your podcast. Thursday is legit my favorite day of the week. So I've been with my man for about a year, and he's been unemployed for most of it. When I met him, things were going well for him, but he lost his job shortly after. So it's been really hard for him. He's been trying to look for a job, but his niche is very competitive. So the issue, I'm tired of emotionally supporting him. He's 31 and unemployed, and I know that's hard, and I empathize, but it's draining. I can't help but feel that struggle should come after the relationship is more established. But we basically just started off rocky. I'm a doctor and employed, but it's not, doctors always get the brokest niggas if they're not with another doctor. At least my doctor friends. I'll be like, bitch. Relationship.
She
I
said,
have
I'm
a doctor and
doctor.
employed, but it's not like I don't have my own financial struggles. But I feel like because his are so huge, I have no room to express my troubles or ask for help when I need it. What also irks me is that he didn't even do that much for me in the beginning when things were good for him. He's more on the stingy side, which is a huge change because my previous partners used to spoil the fuck out of me. It's just painful and tiring to support someone who might not be going anywhere anytime soon. I know you guys will tell me to just leave him if I want more,
Yeah.
but I don't want to just leave.
Why?
And other than being unemployed, broke, and stingy, I do see a lot of good in him. You didn't list it.
At all.
Is there any advice you ladies could offer me to increase my optimism? Sent from my iPhone. I'm gonna let you get it. I'm gonna let you get it first.
Yeah, there is no optimism. You told first of all, maybe he is a really nice guy. I don't know what those good qualities could be, but you're irritated and you're annoyed and you're gonna end up resenting him. First of all, I don't know how you got through the beginning phase with him being stingy and shit. That wasn't cool. And now he's broke and stingy. I mean, I guess can we even really call him stingy anymore if he doesn't have anything? Here's the deal. It is very hard to be there for someone who is having money problems, no matter your situation. But it's even harder when you're working hard and you have your own financial struggles and that person isn't giving you the room to maybe vent or feel like, you need some support too, because you're having to constantly pour into them. That relationship is not going to work. And what's going to happen is when he get back on his feet, because did they live together? I don't know if she said. It sounds kind of like it because, like, how he gonna pay his rent?
It sounds like it, but she didn't say.
So I don't know if y'all live together or not, but I could totally see this being a situation where if he ever does get a job or if you've been supporting him this whole time, he just won't feel motivated to, and he'll just be sulking around and stuff. The only thing, if you want to stay in this situation, you need to tell him to get some therapy. Sometime soon we'll have a new code for you guys so that you can get some therapy online if you want to do it that way or go to a doctor. He's going to have to go to somebody and talk to somebody that's not you. It's not fair that you're having to deal with this. And you did not tell us anything good to work with. This is a waste of time. And he's using you to, like, pacify his time or to help him get through this rough patch.
And I have a few things to say as well. First of all, you said you're used to being spoiled. And I would like to know what that looks like for you because I don't think that you are. I think that maybe you like broke niggas. And if you like broke niggas, just say that. Because this is a lot. Like, you ain't even really been with him that long.
How long have they been together? A couple months?
Almost a year.
For about a year.
Yeah, and so to me...
Why are you holding on?
What are you holding? But I get it. I think this is what you have to come to terms with. And this is what a lot of people, when they're dealing with any sort of problem, you have to take a look at it and be like, okay, you're saying you want to stay with him. You don't want us to tell you to leave that nigga because that's what we were going to say. Because at first it sounded like you had an issue with his brokenness and his stinginess. But really it seems like you want to make it okay that he's broke and stingy. And maybe you only feel some type of way because maybe when you get around other people in the world, their niggas are taking care of them and they are, quote unquote, manly men and doing what they need to be doing as a man and your man isn't, but you still care about him. And if you like that, then that's what you like. And so it's like, then we don't really have to tell you anything because you're saying you like him, you don't want to leave him, so bitch, what else you gonna do other than stop complaining and keep taking care of your nigga and make sure you keep your job so that he has a way to eat. I mean, there are some women that like broke men.
There are. And you know what else I just thought about? Especially really successful women. That happens a lot.
So I was gonna say, the doctors I know, they're men, not that they stayed broke, but they were always taking care of them and they sometimes complained about it, but at the end of the day, they liked it and they ended up marrying the nigga having a baby by him. That might just be what you like, bro. And don't let other people make you feel ashamed of it, like us, because I am looking at you like, what are you doing?
What the fuck, sis? And then the other thing I was thinking is maybe she just don't want to be alone, because I think a lot of people make concessions for people that they normally wouldn't because they don't want to meet someone new. They don't want to be back in the dating field. We talk shit about it all the time, especially me. And it's like, I don't really want that, so I'd rather make it work with the person I already have than to have to start over.
Right.
But honestly, girl, I complain, but it really ain't that bad. And again, I'm not staring at no broke ass nigga every day.
I don't think
wants me to take care of him.
Yeah, I'm not sure I could do that, but also if you really love, there are some people, they really love each other and you see him through it. If you see the type of man that he really is in his bones, like he's the type of man that's going to get up and he's trying to do something, then you shouldn't have any complaints. I watched that Kanye West documentary and I was looking at that nigga like, that nigga he did not give up. He was a go-getter. He didn't care that he didn't have no money. He didn't care that people was talking shit about him saying he wasn't gonna make it. If your nigga not like that and he is the other spectrum of that and you're with him still, you like that.
Yeah, and I don't like it.
Like, you asking us for advice, and quite frankly,
I mean, you know what? If you wanna
I'm offended
change-
that you asked for advice on this, because I feel like you looking at us like we
have
like
you listened
broke
to the
niggas.
show before? I will say this too. One last thing, girl, bring his ass to the live show.
Bring him to the live show.
And if you want us to encourage him very forcefully to get employed,
We won't
we
be
can
rude.
do that.
We'll have.
That? I just like
won't
we're
be
gonna be
rude.
nice to everybody.
Maybe you guys can come on stage. You can win a money prize. No, I'm just.
Who
playing.
said that?
That was a joke. You said, excuse me.
Yeah. Okay. Next one. Play cousins need advice. First of all,
I feel like y'all fucking.
yep. Like, what the fuck is a play cousin? Ain't none of that. But these are probably some of my damn cousins. All right. Hey, Kiki and Medina. You can call me Tiffany.
Hey, Tiff.
I am a new listener, and I'm currently binging all of your episodes. I feel like y'all are my play cousins in my head. Oh, we play cousins. Okay.
We nasty.
We are, 'cause
already
we
like
already
she fucking
thought-
her cousin. Sorry, Tiffany.
Sorry, my bad, girl. Play cousins in my head, and you make my long work days a lot more tolerable. So thank you for all the incredible content you two are putting out. Since y'all are my play cousins, I need some advice. I'm a 28-year-old woman dating a 37-year-old guy. Although we've only been dating for 7 months, we were friends for a little over 2 years before we actually started dating. Things have been mostly fine. However, I feel like we keep running into the same types of issues, and I'm finding myself having the same arguments and disagreements with him, and I am now wondering if we should take a break or just stop dating altogether. I listed a few issues below. It can be used as a reference, but don't feel like you have to read all of it if it's too much. Here are the issues. Ooh, bitch, there's a lot of issues.
Tag team?
Yeah, I'll go first. Okay, so he rarely compliments me. I brought this up to him because he's always sending me selfies of him, and I do try to hype him. Wait. I gotta start this over because I know I didn't read what I just read.
Yes, you did.
He rarely compliments me. I brought this up to him because he's always sending me selfies, and I do try to hype him up in text and in person, but I don't get that same energy. Even though if another guy tries to hit on me, he definitely gets jealous, and he's made sure I deleted all my exes from social media and break up with him. So they can't see my pics or what I'm up to. I've wondered if he was truly attracted to me, so I asked him. When I brought it up, he said, well, you don't send pics for me to compliment you. This is semi-true. I'm a nurse. I work super long hours, and I work dang near every day, so I don't think to send selfies as much as him, but his comment made me think, so do I have to send a selfie for you to compliment me? What about the times when we are in person or going out on a date? He eventually said he'd do better, but I haven't really seen much improvement. He'll tell me how other people, friends and family, will comment on me being attractive, but he still hasn't given me a compliment.
He doesn't verbally say I love you. This man has told me that he wants to marry me before the year is over, has purchased a ring, and will tell me other sweet things via text messages. But if we are preparing to end a phone convo, he doesn't say the words, I love you. And he definitely doesn't say it in person. If I say it first, he will say it back. But it's concerning that he doesn't say it on his own. When I've brought it up to him, he said, I just wasn't worried like that, shawty. Or he'll say that he's never been with anyone who he honestly loves until me, so it doesn't come off natural to him, but that he will try to do better. I haven't seen much of an improvement.
I'm confused, but okay, because why are you still here? He taps out emotionally. If I'm having a rough day or I'm sad or frustrated, he pulls away. I noticed this really, really early on and figured he might not know what to do when I'm upset. So I verbalized my concerns and told him that I needed for him to be present and to somewhat console me when I'm not feeling good emotionally. He still hasn't done this. Honestly, he makes the situations worse because I feel like if we are physically together and I'm frustrated or I'm having a bad day, he'll just walk away versus consoling me and reassuring me, both of which I told him I need. A situation happened yesterday where I was really scared and frustrated and anxious. He walked out of the room where I was and went back to my living room to watch TV. And when I called him out on it, it turned into a huge argument of him accusing me of overreacting. And he ended up gathering his things and slept on the couch and said to me this morning that he feels like I need coddling and he doesn't coddle people.
Outside of these things, there are other things that are bothersome, but I do feel like our friendship is pretty solid, and it's probably what has kept us this far. I guess my question is, how much patience do you give before you call it quits? Like, I'm all for being patient, and I feel that I do a good job of verbalizing my concern in a gentle way as to not provoke any anger. However, At what point is it considered being naive or stupid at this point? Do you think I'm being petty, dramatic, and impatient, or are these truly red flags? I definitely appreciate any advice you two are willing to give, and I'm so excited to give you some advice on this because, sis, as someone who stayed in a relationship for 8 years because I was like, I'm a loyal person. I'm so sometimes your loyalty can make you waste your time. And it's not always about that. Sometimes there are people for you, and sometimes your person that you were with, they just ain't for you. And that's okay. You don't have to have a reason. You don't have to feel like you're ruining their life. You don't have to feel like you're selfish or you're dramatic. He ain't it. This relationship ain't it. I totally understand sometimes you have to tweak things and there are certain sacrifices that you have to make in relationships. But goddamn, everything? Goddamn, feeling good? Goddamn, a simple I love you? I don't think he feels this way about you. It could be that, or he was raised differently. His foundation is different, and he just moves a different way that's always going to cause an issue in a relationship with you. It's not for you, and you got to learn how to just let it go and don't think that you're doing him dirty just because technically he ain't doing nothing wrong to you. Y'all just aren't a good fit. If you want emotions and you want physical touch and someone to say I love you and they just simply don't do
touch
that.
me too much. I told you I took them pills.
Sorry.
I mean, the tincture.
I touched you again.
Makes me very
You're going to be sad if someone's like, I just don't do that shit. I don't want to be with someone who's like, I don't kiss. Well, nigga, fuck you.
Yeah, how that's gonna work? Yeah, girl, your needs aren't being fulfilled, and that's the bottom line. And you don't need to stay in a situation with anybody. He's talking about he loves you and he wants to marry you, but he can't say I love you. He can't initiate these conversations. He's throwing a fit and will rather sit on the couch, sleep on the couch, which I'm quite sure is more uncomfortable than your bed. He'd rather be there than to just talk to you about it or like to reassure you, but he's sending you fucking selfies so you can hype his ass up. Boy, fuck you.
Boy, fuck you. And it really makes me sad when women specifically, because men don't do this. When men be done and they're not getting to feel, they either cheat or they leave, and they don't care if it's your birthday. They don't care if it's Valentine's Day or Christmas. They're like, bitch, I'm not happy.
I'm fed up.
Yeah, they're just not happy. And so I wish that more women would do that, because at the end of the day, it might seem rough to do that to someone in the moment, but your happiness is important. I stayed in a relationship for 8 years and I wasn't happy for most of it. And I stayed in it because I was like, he's such a good guy. Fuck that good guy. Bitch, go out here into hot girl season and participate.
Maybe y'all just need to be friends.
And she said he's a good friend, and just be his friend. Yeah. And just be his friend.
Because it does not always work. It just doesn't. Good luck to you.
Good luck. I really hope you send us an update, and I hope that you find happiness.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the cocktails. If you guys have a cocktail that you want to share with us, send it to cocktails.atl@gmail.com.
If I want fuck, I'm gon' fuck 'em. But if you ain't got a buck, I won't cuff 'em. Spend 100 on me, it ain't nothing. Run a double D, so stuffin'. Back to the point, is it some cash in this place? If it is, I'll probably stick the stats in your face, turn around. Once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe, was a hoe.
Okay, so this cocktail is from one of our patrons. She said, my other email had hella typos, so I sent this one, and I'm a patron. Thank you for supporting us.
And thank you for fixing the typos.
Yeah. She said, hey, soul sisters, I love you both.
Thank you.
I commented on IG saying, I get ready for cocktails happy hour, which didn't happen because I was fucked up. Y'all, we do a live cocktail hour every month with our patrons, and it's so much fun. Also, I'm the one who was drinking wine out of a styrofoam cup on Zoom. She's just like, I'm just going to call my ghetto ass out. I hope it's as juicy as I portrayed it to be. Okay, I'm going to try and make this short. The lies. I lost my virginity to my ex 2 months prior to my 23rd birthday. I will be 27 in April. My ex was my only male sex partner, other than receiving head from 2 guys. So you can say I had a pretty basic, boring sex life. Then I was introduced to the World of Sex podcast, and I started to explore and open my mind. You're welcome. Well, that all changed in September of 2021. I feel like she gets serious on this part. I started doing this guy's hair a year and a half prior to our September rendezvous. I'll call him Achilles. Needless to say, why are you calling him Achilles? He from Greece? Needless to say.
Maybe his heel did something.
The first day I met Achilles, I knew I wanted to fuck him. He's younger than me by 3 years, but he is the epitome of big dick energy. We connected on so many levels and built a relationship outside of me doing his hair. We talk about everything under the sun. See, this is why I don't like niggas with long hair, because you're not going over to her house so she can braid your hair and then suck your dick. No. We talk about everything under the sun. His hoes, my hoes, God, life. And the list goes on. Fast forward, one drunken night in September, he hits me up letting me know he was out at a bar and how much fun he was having. I thought to myself, is this my moment? Am I finally going to get the change to fuck this guy? The chance. Bitch, you still got the typos. I'm too pussy to initiate, so I was going to let his drunkenness take control, but I ended up falling asleep. The next day, he hit me up and invited me out, and he invited me out, and he said drinks were on him. So I'm like, shit, hell yeah. Well, he ended up getting into an accident that night, and we canceled. God does not want y'all to do nothing. I was beyond livid. The sex gods were not on my side. Here is where it gets juicy. The next day, I decided to go out. I invited my friend and my cousin. We decided to go to the same bar as Achilles because it's a local hot commodity. As soon as we walked in, a guy friend of mine offered to buy us shots. We proceeded to our table and just started talking about all our girl stuff. In the conversation, Achilles comes up. I asked my friend if she knew him and how bad I wanted to fuck him. Oh, if she knew, okay, I don't know. Her being the amazing friend she told me to follow her lead. She basically helped me seal the deal. He said his niggas wasn't at the hotel and we could chill. My friend told me to reply, I'm not trying to just chill. I was shaking in my boots because I never did anything like that. I know this is childish and thirsty, but I don't give a fuck. I was so happy because he caught the bait. The guy who had given shots came back and sat down. I don't remember how, but we started talking about everything sex related. Then I remember drunkenly blurting out in the conversation how I only had one sex partner. His energy gravitated towards me because let's be real, this nigga wanted to fuck. Tell me how this nigga gave me both his phones to watch his videos. That nigga shit was like Pornhub times 10. I'm hyping him up, but in my head. And I'm like, I won't be a victim. So we're getting ready to leave, and me and the boy exchange info, and he walks us to my car. Mind y'all, my cousin is a baddie. She used to get all the attention, but she normally gets all the attention, but he was all on me that night. Tell me why she started showing out. I was too drunk to remember what she said verbatim. She was saying, I can't drive. Then she started getting loud and ghetto, and I can't tell you, and I can tell he was turned off. I would be so mad. So on the way, dropping her home, we had an exchange of words. I mean, we were going at it. Fast forward to me dropping her home. I remember using the bathroom, hearing her talking shit still. And we started fighting. That's a cocktail for another day. Bitch, that's not no cocktail. Don't send us that. That's a cocktail for another day because I wasn't letting that ruin my chances of getting digged down. In the midst of that, Achilles is blowing my phone up and calls and texts because that nigga want to fuck too. I went home, showered, and he came and picked me up. I'll never let a man pick me up to go fuck again. Anyway, we get to the hotel room and we walked in. He starts kissing me on my neck. Ooh, I'm literally getting wet thinking about it. We stopped, smoked first, and he showered. After that, I was on and popping like Chris Brown. He laid me on the bed, we kissed, and he was like, take that off. This is so long, and I don't see it getting juicy at any moment. I'm so sorry. I'm like winter because it's so much going on. You were Muhammad Ali, now you're Chris Brown. I removed everything, and I'm like a little ass girl. I started giving head, and I can't lie, the head was trash. But I was so into the moment. Everything's like built up, and then it's like, but he dookied on me. Like, wait, what? Although it was my third time ever sucking dick, I love sucking his dick. I was showing out. I sucked the skin off his dick, 2-hand twist, hella spit, sucking the tip, making
that sounds painful.
Yeah, making the tip popping and gagging noises. I sucked his balls. I deep throated his dick while he was up there moaning and groaning. What turned me on? Can you take over? I can't.
Okay, what turned me on is him kissing me right after. He wanted me to get on top, so I said, okay. I got up to get on top. Then Drea Nicole popped up into my head when she talked about her reverse cowgirl position. So I'm like, bet, and said out loud, which way you want me to face? He knew I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I probably would have broke his dick in half. He told me disappointedly to get in from the back position. It was too funny. We had sex like 3 times. He came each time, but it is so sad to say I didn't come at all that night. But the sex was really bomb. In between sessions, we would just lay there listening to talking and listening to old R&B. I remembered him saying, I can tell you don't have sex a lot.
I'm done. My pussy would dry up like Zyrtec.
He said, I like that. IDK what that meant. That meant, bitch, you was not doing a good job. And he could tell, but he just liked that, you ain't been fucking everybody. The last session took him out. He went to sleep on me, but I woke him up because I needed to know if he heard anything from from me and my cousin's fight because I found out she called the police on me. This is very ghetto. Typical nigga said he don't remember, but I thinks he was lying. Well, I couldn't sleep and didn't drive, so I had my ex come pick me up from the hotel. Luckily, my mom followed back with her. What?
There are so many people in the story, bro.
Luckily, my mom followed back with her, and I left without telling him. Fast forward, why did you get your mama in it? Fast forward, I still do his hair to this day. I forgot he was getting his hair braided. One day, we had a conversation, and he said he was afraid if we have sex that we might catch feelings. He don't want you like him. I'm like, whatever, nigga. Fast forward to today. Well, technically yesterday. Achilles came and got his hair done. I was looking good as fuck, as I always do. When he left, he texted me and said we need to get together and hang out soon. The conversation grew, and he basically told me he wanted to do some things to me. I was confused because what happens to catching feelings? Girl, he just want to fuck. So, like the dumbass bitch I am, we decided to do this whole casual sex thing, no strings attached, no feelings, and honestly, I'm ready to spin the block. I'll let y'all know exactly how it goes. You can just give us a summary. I hope all enjoyed this long-ass cocktails. Go drink some water, please. LOL. Because she knew your mouth was going to be dry. Excuse the typos.
This bitch took every word that popped up in her head during her thought and put it on the email. Like, every character... It was in this story. This was a cocktail, not a cocktail. Know the difference between the two, bro. My pussy is drier than when I took the Zyrtex.
That's unfortunate. Mine is thumping because I took that rum honey tincture, and I really got to make some decisions about
she
my
took up
evening
our
after
whole
this.
studio time. We will send you the what's it called? The bill.
I'm not reading the other one. That was very long. We gave you guys that one. Thank you for submitting that anyway, even though,
we appreciate you. We do appreciate you, girl. That was just a lot of words, and we always gonna keep it 100 here. Yeah. I want to say thank you to Country Crafts for providing the drinks. It was amazing. It was phenomenal. I'm about to eat my organic raspberries right now. They better be organic. Thank you so much.
Blackberries.
Raspberry, blackberry, blueberry.
You want mine?
I do. I love a good berry and a good mouthful of berries.
That one's been soaking in tequila. I don't want to eat it, but it was so pretty and so good. And it's got me feeling good.
Make sure you guys follow him on Instagram at country with a K _crafts with a K19. He can, if you're having a girls' night, you want a bartender there, that nigga can pull up. He brought us some shirts. He be bringing gifts. This is exciting.
Okay, so make sure that you guys get your tickets. The links are in the bio. Well, the link is in the bio, description box. That cocktail. It was that cocktail. That was so long.
Yeah, we're now
like,
every word. She used every word in the dictionary. Like, Lisa, I love you, bitch. Come to the live show so we can call you out on the stage, bitch.
Just let us know you were the one. You were that
Be like,
one.
I'm Lisa. You guys get your tickets. We are live May 12th at City Winery in Pont City Market. It's going to be a dope-ass show. Make it a date night. Put it in the group chat. Come. It's going to be interactive. You're going to have fun.
Yes, and make sure you're following us on Instagram at CockTales Podcast. I'm at Kiki Said So.
I'm at Coffee Bean Bean.
And until next week, you guys, goodbye.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Population. Goodbye. Bye. Bye. Wait on the drive. Bye. 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 Goodbye. Bye. 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 Bye.